So let's talk about very important and common type of sequence, the arithmetic sequence. So what is an arithmetic sequence? An arithmetic sequence is a list of numbers where the difference between two consecutive terms is always same. So the constant difference is called the common difference, and we usually use the letter D to represent it. For example, let's take 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. So here you can see each number is 3 more than the one before. So if you add 3 to 2, you get a 5. If you take 5 and you add 3, you'll get 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 3 is 14. So here you clearly see each number is 3 more than the one before. So here the common difference is 3. So this is a sequence. And the common difference is 3. Let's take another example. So let's say we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So in this example, again, the difference, that means if you add 5, you'll get a 10, 5 to 10, 15, 15, 5, 20. Likewise, if you keep adding 5s, you get this sequence. So the common difference here is 5. So here I have given the recursive formula. So this is one way to describe an arithmetic sequence using recursive formula. So a sub n equals a sub n minus 1 plus t. So this means to get the nth term, you take the previous term a sub n minus 1 and then you add the common difference. That's what it says. So it's like climbing stairs. Each time you go up by the same amount. So that's what it says. So for let's try to use this formula. So let's say we have a sequence with first term. I have the first term. Let's say the first term is 4 and the common difference is 2. So if you're asked to build this sequence, what you have to do is you have to start with the first term, and to get the second term, you have to add the common difference to the first term. So that means the second term is going to be a 6. And to get the third term, you have to add the common difference to the second term, which is 8. To get the fourth term, you have to add the common difference to the third term, which is 10. So likewise, you can come up with a infinite sequence with these details. So it goes on like this. So quick summary. So an arithmetic sequence has a constant difference between the terms, and this is the recursive formula for that. So usually you start with the first term and then you keep adding d to get the next one. So that's what we usually do here. So let's try some examples. So you're asked to write the next 3 terms of these arithmetic sequences. So let's start with the first one. Okay, first of all, you see that this is a sequence. It's a list of numbers and you have to identify it as an arithmetic sequence. To do that, you have to identify the common difference. So if you consider this sequence, you can see the difference between these two is 3. So if you add 3 into the first term, you get the second term. 3 plus 4, a 7. 7 plus 3, a 10. So likewise, it will go on. So for the first example, the common difference is 3, right? And to get the next 3 terms, what you have to do is you have to keep adding this 3 into this term. So if you add so let me write the sequence. So the given sequence is this, and to get the next 3 terms, you have to add 3 into 10, which is 13, and next 16, and then 19. So these are the next three terms and it will continue. Moving on to the second example. So here we have 11, 9, 7. So you have to get the common difference. So the common difference between the terms, it seems like negative 2 here. Because if you add negative 2 into 11, you'll get a 9. And if you add negative 2 into 9, you'll get 7. So that means the common difference is negative 2. So we have difference. So to get the next three terms, what you have to do is you have to keep adding this constant. So the sequence is this. So to get the next term, you have to add negative 2 into this number, which is going to be a 5. And then if you add negative 2 into 5, you'll get 3 and then 1. And it will go on. Okay, next let's take look at this sequence. So you have to get the difference between these two numbers. So what you can do is if you want, you can use your calculator. I'm gonna do the calculation here. So you have to subtract half from 2/3. So let's take a common difference. So this is going to be 4 over 6 and this is going to be 3 over 6. So it's eventually be 1 over 6. So it seems like difference between these two numbers is 1 over 6. Similarly, if you calculate the difference between the second and third term, you'll get the difference as 1 over 6. So that means the common difference is 1/6. So to get the next three terms, what you can do is you can add 1/6 into 5/6. So let's do the calculation. So you have to add 1/6 into here. So that way you'll get 6 over 6, which is 1. So your next term is 1. Next, you have to add 1 over 6 into 1. Then you'll get, so let's take a common difference. So it's going to be 6 over 6 plus 1 over 6. It's going to be 7 over 6. So this is 7 over 6. And likewise, if you add 1/6 into 7 over 6, you get 8 over 6. So you can simplify this as 4 over 3. And it will continue like this. Okay, so now let's talk about how to find the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. So this we can do this using again recursive formula. That's where each term depends on the one before it. So let's make it easier by using a formula and let's jump directly to any term we want. Okay, so the formula to find the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, we use this formula over here. So here a sub n is the term that you want to find, and a sub n is the first term of the sequence, and d represents the common difference, and n represents the term you are looking for. So instead of adding d over and over, so this formula multiplies d by how many steps you need to move from the first term to the nth term, which is n minus 1 steps. So this skips all the middle terms and gets you straight to the answer. Okay, let's try some example. Let's say we have a sequence and the first term is a1 equals 3 and the common difference, let's say it's 5. So you're interested at looking at 7th term, or you want to evaluate a sub 7. So without evaluating all the terms in between a1 and a7, so you can use this formula to calculate a sub 7 directly. So you can use this formula to do that. The first term is, you have to write the first term plus, and then you're looking at the 7th term. So you have to write here 7 minus 1 multiplied by d. The common difference is 5. So if you simplify this, you'll get 5 plus 6 multiplied by 5, which is 3 plus 30. 33. So your seventh term is 33. So let's try another example. Let's say your first term is 2 and the common difference is 4, and you're looking at 100th term. So to evaluate a sub 100, what you have to do is you have to add the first term with 100 minus 1. The common difference is 4. So if you simplify this, you'll get a plus 99 multiplied by 4, which is 2 plus 396. And if you add this together, you'll get 398. So the 100th term is 398, and you don't need to list all 99 terms before it. You can use this formula over here to get the 100th term. So quick summary, you can use this formula over here to find the any term in an arithmetic sequence. You just plug the first term and the common difference and the term number. So this fast, efficient, and this is very super useful way to study long sequences. Okay, so let's try some example. Okay, so let's say you have few numbers over here, and you are asked to determine whether this sequence is arithmetic or not. If it is an arithmetic, you should be able to get a common difference. So the numbers are 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, and 50,000, and it goes on. And clearly we can see that this is arithmetic sequence with the common difference 10,000. So here D is equals to 10,000. So that means this implies the sequence is arithmetic. Next, you have to calculate what is the 18th payment under this plan. So you have to get 18th term. So to get a sub 18, you can use the previous formula. The previous formula says 10,000 plus 18 minus 1 and the common difference, which is again 10,000. So if you use your calculator, you'll get $180,000. So this is your 18th term in this sequence. Okay, C, part C. So if the contract is extended into post-season, what is the 20th payment? So that means you have to get a sub 20. Again, you can use the formula. The first term is not going to change. That is 10,000. 20 minus 1 multiplied by 10,000. And it's going to be, if you do your calculations, it's going to be $200,000.